Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I was actually invited to have a speech about my PhD. And then I asked the people who invited me that, are you really sure that you want me to talk about my PhD? And they said yes. And I was like, do you want it to be interesting? And they said, yes, we do. And I was like, okay, let me think again. I can tell you, the PhD working is not so exciting. It's a lot of studying, it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of writing. It's a lot of spending my time with my laptop nowadays. So I think today I'm going to talk about the issues behind my PhD. How to utilize the online learning tools for higher education in fragile areas. I'm going to talk about the learning technology, especially nowadays when we have good access to the internet, smart, good tools that we are using daily basis, and how could those be used more effectively in the fragile areas and conflict prevention. Let's start with a couple of stories and pictures here. What do you see in this picture? Do you see a kid, a child? For sure. You see somebody swimming? Do you see a learning experience? Somebody who is first time under the water in the swimming pool? Maybe. At the same time, I see a little scary behind because there is something new coming. He is keeping the eyes open all the time, what is going to happen. No one really told that you should really use the swimming classes on the time when you are swimming. Let's go to the next one. What about this picture? Children, again, happy ones. They are maybe enjoying the school day, being part of the education. Do you see leaders, future leaders maybe? Because those are going to be, these are the kids who are going to be educated. These are the kids that are smart. They maybe make some new innovations with the clean tech. Those might be the kids who find out actually the answers to the European migration challenges. Maybe we are doing some migration from the Europe to these countries in the future. If you didn't see so, why is it? Is it because of they are from the poor circumstances? They maybe don't have good access to the electricity, to the education? Think about that, yes. The truth and the fact is that actually we are surrounded with the affected areas by the conflict or violence. And more people, especially children and kids, are affected because of this. The political situation is going a little bit unexpected. Also, the future doesn't seem so bright. I know that people are working hard. They're really trying to support these countries, these people, to find out the way to educate people, to find out the way to bring clean water, food, also to the future. But the facts that I have been reading are not so bright. So I have been thinking that maybe we should fill in these gaps somehow. We should figure out smarter solutions to tackle these challenges in future. Smart guy, Mandela, said that the education can be the strongest weapon actually used to change the world to the future. Why is it so? I think part of our societies, it's daily basis. We go to the school, we enjoy the education, we get educated, we have our goals, we have our orientation to do something, to get the work. But also we can empower societies with the education. And this is what could be also in future the solution to the conflicts and crises and the fragile areas. Also, this can be one of the weapons or one of the ways out from the extreme poverty. Like I said, I'm going to talk something about online learning tools, and then we jump into your experiences. I'm sure that all of us, we have gone through experiences with the learning management systems, part of our school days, part of our university days, maybe part of our work days. Everybody has some sort of experience from those ones, right? I have heard a lot of challenges with those ones as well. There are always some logging challenges, you cannot get the access, but at the same time, those are very good tools to share the documents, store the documents, collect the data, have a discussion, also bring communities to the certain system at the same time. The challenge with those ones seems to be that those are complex ones. They need very good access to the education, like we do have, which is good. But also, those learning systems need somebody who is all the time facilitating those ones. Always when you have this feeling that, okay, I need to log in and return my essay, or I need to return my working hours, no matter if it's school or work day. And if you have problems with the login, you need to call somebody, you need to email somebody, and it takes hours, maybe days to get back with the information. Hopefully it's faster. So there is the complexity behind the learning management systems that we are currently using. Instead of that, we seem to have good motivation to use our mobile devices, right? I saw the faces that are coming back to the stage now, because we used to scroll up the Twitter, we like to check the Facebook, we like to talk with our friends in Facebook, right? It's very easy and fast to get the videos, like here. You want to spend time with the games, you use maybe Dropbox, whatever. You have good motivation to use the online learning tools. Actually, I call them online learning tools, because you're learning from them all the time, right? And at the same time, I think that the motivation is one of the key things in the learning itself. It's much better to be motivated to use the technology. It's much better to use the technology that you already know. And at the same time, these are the tools that we use currently in daily basis, globally. So what I introduced in the beginning, this is my question, that are we maybe looking for something else to tackle these challenges that are globally in the fragile and conflict areas? Are we maybe matching with these two things, ICT, good education, and bringing these opportunities for the kids and the children, and for the higher education, especially where the mobile devices are more used than ever before? Maybe these could be the answers towards the future, also to tackle the challenges. Because in the end, I still think, even though we have the complexity world, we have a lot of complex issues, but it seems that the answers might be simple. Somebody taught to this kid, for this child, that it's much more comfortable to wear the glasses when you're swimming, because your eyes are not getting so red afterwards. Okay, thank you, that's my idea.